quick, think of a parking lot filled with cars. What colors do you see? Probably white, black, maybe some silvers thrown in there to be a little exciting. Well, BASF has released a report on global car color choices, and it turns out that if you look at the data from one very specific point of view, America's not quite as boring as we all think it is. Welcome back to All Cars, y'all. If you're new here, my name is John, and we have talked a lot, at least in the automotive world, about how boring car colors have become. Now, back in the old days, we had vibrant blues or purples and almost pink colors. Everything feels like white, black, or some shade of gray. And as a matter of fact, that's not too far from the truth. But if you look at this data from BASF from one very, very specific point of view, America's slightly more interesting than a lot of the rest of the world. Now, why are car colors so boring? I'm going to talk about that at the end and give my opinion on it, but let's dig into this data just a little bit. So first off, looking at just North America, and BASF, they actually broke this down into North America, Europe and the Middle East, and then the Asian Pacific markets, and then of course gave a global overview, kind of mixing all the data together. And if you look at North America, we like white, black, silver, and gray at 34, 22, 14, and 10%, with blue and red taking up substantial minority stakes here. Compared to the global averages, we actually like white less, we like black slightly more, we like gray a lot less, and we like silver a little bit more. But if you look at it from this point of view, we like blue slightly more than the rest of the world, and we like red about twice as much as the rest of the world. So looking at it just from that very, very specific point of view, we Americans, North Americans, we actually like a larger percentage of the blues and the reds than the global averages. And that's pretty exciting. I don't know that I really see that as I drive around, but as someone who is, number one, colorblind, and number two, likes red cars, and we currently have 2 red ones, it's good to hear. But that's a severe lack of variety. And if you look at this global overview and specifically look at the Asia-Pacific overview, while we have more prevalence of red, they have a lot more variety. I mean, look at the Asia-Pacific one here, and you've got green at 2%, brown at 1%, beige, orange, violet, gold. Same thing for a global one. You get oranges, and you don't really see that here in America. Now, you do see some very specific models that'll be offered with a vibrant color, say a Jeep Wrangler or some of VinFast stuff that's coming out. But where's the yellows? Where's exciting colors like this? This is going to be a short video because I just wanted to present this, that we're slightly more interesting in blues and reds, but we don't have the variety that really registers at a percentage or above. And it's a little disappointing. And one of the questions that I've always heard and I've thought is, why has everything become so homogenized? Well, I think there's 2 solid answers here. The first is the prevalence of white being over 30, well, being 1/3 of all cars sold being white. Well, part of that is because it's easy to keep clean, it doesn't show dirt really well, and in hotter environments, it's good at helping keep the car cooler. But more importantly, I think it's because the majority of our cars are still bought at dealers, where dealers order it so that it can sit on the lot. And the dealers are not going to buy colors that are going to turn you off from the car. As one comment I read said something along the lines of, they're not going to buy a color that 5% or 10% of people love. They're going to buy colors that 100% of people don't actually hate. So I thought this is some pretty fun data just to share out there today. Again, super short video. I appreciate you being here, but hey, let me know in the comments below what you think and what color is your car. Me personally, mine's burgundy. Thanks for being here.